Greetings. As you know, last week we covered the first 7 ape logs, so go watch that log if you haven't already. We will start off with our first, codename Silverback. We believe he used to be a regular ape/gorilla before he was bitten by a werewolf, or simply a wolf carrying the lycanthrope disease. Since then, his body is warped. We used to believe that he would only change under specific circumstances, but he is now in this form all the time. However, he was able to learn magic before he got bitten, and so the magic in his blood was able to create a natural defense system to save him, as he grew silver plates all over his body, as silver is known to both attract and repel magic. This was able to cure him and stop him from dying. To this day, he is one of our strongest people on the force. Codename Navy is the leader of our navy. We do not know how they got their abilities. We believe they were just born that way, as some apes are. Now, whilst they are the leader of our navy, they are actually quite a nice person, and they are very good when it comes to advice. They're a stoic leader though, and are very good under pressure. They scored top of their class, and so we believe it is in our best interest that they are the head of our navy. So be careful, applicants, because you will have to work alongside this man one day, and you'd better work with him than against him. He uses gold blades, ones gifted to him by the very founder of this mission, as he was one of the first people, and it's said that he actually saved him during a particularly gruesome battle. Codename Marone was once an architect, recovering relics from long-lost times. Now they fight alongside them after hearing of our cause, as the area they were trying to excavate to discover the secrets of the jungle had been ruined when Mech visited, and so they have a personal vendetta against Mech. They use all the relics they have found to help them in battle, and these relics are charged with magical power, allowing this person, despite having no magic in their veins, to perform spells, such as increasing the size of their shield and such. They are quite aggressive on the battlefield and are not great under pressure, but there's no denying that they have great synergy with anyone else that has magical abilities, as they are able to pair up and even fuse the magical abilities together into new spells. There is no denying they're a useful applicant. Codename Pineapple might be more plant than they are ape, as their body grows these spiked barbs. Now, they have a memory loss, so we do not know if they had these powers naturally or not, though we believe they do. They have no specific reason for wanting to join us, simply that their mother died a long time ago, and they have been lost since, and so this is the first cause they have found in a long time that would help them. They used to be a pirate, and so they have some issues with codename Navy, but since they have settled down to a new life, before joining us to take down Mech. She is great on the battlefield, and insists on using spiked claws she can grow from her hands, as well as shooting off the spikes that grow on her body. Codename Scorpion was another one simply born with magical abilities. They were born with a magical poison flowing through their body that they can inject through their claws, feet or tail. They're extremely manoeuvrable with a collapsible spine that allows them to curl around almost anything. They have an extremely inconvenient body shape, leading them to be bullied and ultimately feel like they didn't have a purpose for much of their early life. That is until they joined us. They have found a new purpose in helping us take down Mech. Now, we are looking into their biology, similar to codename Flight from the last log, see how we can weaponize their venom outside of them. and we're seeing if we can upgrade the armour that already grows on them with some magic from Codename Rome. So far, all of the ones covered in this log so far have been a major help both outside of the battlefield as well, except Scorpion, as he is purely here for the battle. Codename Pillage used to be part of a cult that would go around destroying villages in the name of their god that they worshipped. It wasn't until they had some sort of awakening during a pillage that they realised it wasn't what they wanted to do. They are a subspecies of proboscis monkey that have grey skin and colourful fur. Their main weapon of choice is a crossbow. However, they also carry a sword in their tail that they use. They're extremely aggressive, but they are on record saying they want to break out of the habit of being so aggressive, as it doesn't help in such a military setting, and they do want to move on from their old ways. Their abilities aren't that large or impactful. However, through experiments and tests, we have noticed they have some dormant magic within them, and we're working on trying to awaken it. For the last ape of this log, we'll be talking about Codename Goat, someone who has attributes of a goat. We believe they were simply born this way, with no special meaning for their powers, but similar to others in this log, their strange body shape led to their parents abandoning them at a young age, and essentially they were homeless for a long time. That is until the full extent of their powers kicked in, able to move at inhuman speeds, and able to punch with incredible strength. They have great vision, 360 degrees, and whilst they are quite aggressive and can't always be trusted on the battlefield, outside of it they are actually quite the good strategist, able to fight for long periods at a time as well, due to one of their main abilities, which is their great stamina. We hope to see you in the next log, applicants.